Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Let me tap one for yes, twice for no. How is everybody doing this fair? What day is it? Wednesday. It's hump day. Well, it's not if you're in the future. Down in Australia and New Zealand, it's Thursday. But hello, everyone. Got quite a few in chat early doors. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, guys. How are you all doing? Hello, Kathleen, Chris Marie, Luna's mum, Yorkshire girl, Lottie, Sylvie, Moya. Hiya, Moya. I see Ravens in the chat as well. Tracy, Seri, hello, lovely. Waco kid, how you doing? Hello, Susan. Drusilla, hello. Laura, hello. Sharon, hello, darling. Hello to everybody in the chat. How you doing? Hello, Happy. Hello, Sue. Tracy, Mickey Tinker, Elaine, Dana. How are you all? Kaylee, hello from Ontario. Hello, Angela. How are you doing, darling? Are we all good? Hello, Maria. Are we all good? Are we all managing? It's the first day of Scorpio season. Hello, everyone coming in. Hello, Riley. Hello, Jane, Laurie, Gail Lou. Hello, everyone. Hello, Laurie. Is everyone surviving? Right, we've got new cards. Ready for some Scorpio energy. Yeah, Scorpio season is really good if you have got Scorpio in one of your main houses. I'm Scorpio ascendant. I know a lot of you are Scorpio sun or Scorpio moon, and there's a few Scorpio ascendants as well. So yeah, it should be good for you. It should be really good for you. Do you like Scorpio season? It's the spooky season as well. Got new cards. These were on a pre-order from Etsy from ages ago. So when they arrived, I was like, I was like, oh, I was shook. I forgot I'd ordered them. I was like, oh. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? Well, it's quite a lot, to be fair. The Dumb Prince has been voted one of the top 50 most sexiest men of all time. Recollections may vary if that happens. By Harper's Bazaar. Now, it's a rehash according to the subreddit Saint Meghan Markle. It's a rehash of a 2017 article. So basically, it's a puff piece. It's a redone puff piece. He was number 25 out of 50. He was in front of Orlando Bloom, just behind Idris Elba, and he was way ahead of Zayn Malik from One Direction fame, and as well there was someone else. Oh, the guy who plays Thor in the Marvel movies as well. Makes absolutely no sense why he's on there, is it? Makes absolutely no sense. So I have mixed these cards up. I need to give them a messy shuffle to tune them in. This is the Earth Whispers Tarot. So I'll be doing that in a minute. What else has happened? Oh, yeah. The Heritage Foundation still want to know the extent of Biden and how much Biden has done regarding preparation for H's visa. The Heritage Foundation have also released former First Lady Melania Trump's mother's visa details. God rest her soul, Melania Trump's mother passed recently. But they have released those details as well. So we're going to be looking into the Heritage Foundation and the pressure on Harry and the Biden administration. We are also going to be looking into two journalists have turned. They have switched around. We've got Daniela Elser, who was very much a pro-Sussex person, bemoaning the fact that the Sussexes weren't all that in a bag of chips, really. I mean, we could have told her that ages ago. And it seems that Australia only really turns out for the real royals. She did a comparison to how the Sussex are seen now, to how they were in 2018 when they did the Australia tour, and she was providing some commentary on His Majesty and Her Majesty's recent tour of Australia, which has just ended with success. And that as well, we've got Tina Brown, who was a former, she wrote the Palace Papers. She's a former Sussex cheerleader. Not anymore. She's turned around and said, basically, I'm not doing this. This everything she touches is rubbish. She turns everything to rubbish. She's excellent. I think the words were she's excellent at getting it wrong. And she really is. I told you she's self-hexing. I told you she's self-hexing. It's weird when the normal people notice something we've been saying on this channel for years. So we are going to be looking into all of that, as well as potentially, if we've got time, Megsy has been apparently writing her burn book, and that story's doing the rounds again. She's threatening to write her memoir. If we've got time for that, we will get into that. If we've got energy for that, we will get into that. But I thought we'd start off with the current read on the whole thing with this court case, with the Biden stuff as well. I don't know if Tina was close to Diana. I don't know. So that's what we're doing. Now, I've said all my prayers and done all my stuff before I came on here, I have to admit. So don't forget, if you're feeling a bit low, ask for some protection from Archangel Michael and ask for some protection and healing from Archangel Raphael. Blue is the color for Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael is like a beautiful emerald green. Hey, up here's Josie. Hello, Josie, darling. Yeah, I've protected my energy off stream. But you're all protected too. Don't worry about it. But if you want to do some extra, do that. So, let's clear off. We are going to be looking into, straight off, the Biden administration, how the Biden administration is feeling about the Heritage Foundation and the ongoing court case. Now, it's the Democrats, so yeah. There was also, I put up my conspiracy theory poll, my conspiracy theory thread. I can't speak tonight. My conspiracy theory thread on X, and in it I mentioned that the Labour Party in the UK, and this was over a month ago, the Labour and the Party in the UK were canvassing for the Democrats in the United States. And just now, the Republican Party have said this isn't on. But this has been going on for a while. So, you know, and it's all out there. All the information's out there. I might start being an investigative reporter. Oh, dear me. So, yeah, I'm joking. I'm not. So, yeah, there's that. Let's have a look at the Biden now. Talking of the Biden administration, I don't know too many people within it. Like with the same with the Republican Party, I only know one or two of the people. So with the Biden administration, I know we have got Joe Biden is a Scorpio. Jill Biden is a Gemini. Kamala Harris is a Libra. So Joe Biden would come out as King of Cups. Jill Biden would come out as Queen of Swords. And so would Kamala come out as Queen of Swords. I know that there is more of a relationship between Jill Biden and the Markles because she has been involved with the Invictus Games and She attended something with Harry in New York recently. So let's have a look. How does the Biden administration feel about this ongoing heritage case? Have they overstretched? What's going on? This is the first time I've used these cards, so let's see what it's like. Let's see how they go. They're very pretty, aren't they? Who are we starting on? We're starting on you. The Hierophant. They are feeling very secure. Very, very secure. Now, if there was a Taurus involved in this case, I would look to whoever that Taurus is. I can't think of a Taurus. I don't know what the judge is. I don't know the star sign of the judge, but they're feeling quite secure in the powers and everything that they've executed. They are confident. At the outset, the Biden administration is confident in what it's doing, but let's have a look at the pressures that are around them. So we'll have known pressure, underneath pressure that could be driving it, and the pressure crossing over. So we're going to start with the pressure crossing over. The 10 of Cups is in reverse. The 10 of Hearts is in reverse. So this is a veneer of a happy family. This is a veneer of something having everything together. One of the things I did say when we did the Biden thing, when we did the visa reading, what was hidden in the visa, there was stuff about, there's accusations and things about unhappy families, and there's some paranoia there. So they're concerned about some of these accusations that are actually in there. Okay, they want it finished. They want it to complete. They want it put to bed. They don't want all of the attention on it. They're trying to get something completed first. And there we have underneath the Earth Child. They know they've taken a big risk. They're hoping it pays off. They went off. I think they've gone against protocol when it comes to the handling of this case. We have got the beginning and the ending here. So really, they're just wanting to kind of bed it down. But I feel like they have done things out of good faith at the time, and the handling of not releasing the visa. Now they just want it done. I wonder if they're trying to get him American citizenship quicker before November. I don't know how that would work. Temperance is in reverse. That visa is a mess, guys. They had a lot of work to do to try and fix things and sort it out. That visa is an absolute mess. It was a lot. It's been harder work for them to sort out than they would care to admit. There's the High Priestess. It's not getting revealed soon. I think people know, and they have a good judge of character, that there is something going on, that there is something further going on with this. But I'm going to manage to keep it secret further for a while. It's the Empress. Okay. And there's the Two of Swords. So they are trying to just say there's something about justice here. There's something about it's something small. It's inconsequential. This is what they're trying to pass it off as. Oh, the Heritage Foundation, they're just it's inconsequential, guys. It's just causing a little bit of drama. The Empress is here, though, the mother. the glamour of Diana, and I'm not taking the mick out of Diana, I'm not, but they think they're protecting something that's part of Diana. And in a way they are, but it's not really part. I don't think Diana is happy up in heaven looking at her legacy with Harry, and she isn't thinking, oh my goodness, what's he doing now? I mean, we do a lot of work. We've done a lot of work in the past with the readings and the spirit boxes, everything, and that energy around Diana. They are not. She doesn't seem comfortable or happy with him. But this is what is on the administration's minds. They don't want another Diana. They don't want another mother moment. And we know how Diana's story tragically ended. There is the... Okay. There is the Nine of Swords. We are going to be getting... There is a lot of energy around this. That they're going to say, well, his mental health. They're going to say he deserves respect. He's very stressed. You don't need to know about these details about him. They're going to try and push back with the mental health card, because at the end of the day, the Nine of Swords is the anxiety card. I mean, look at that card. Look at it. Let's hope he gives up his title, spirit animal. That would be a short way around a lot. That would be the easiest way, wouldn't it? That would be the easiest thing. The Six of Swords is in reverse. There's an unwanted move. A very unwanted move there. Not willing to move on. Not wanting to move on. What's that about then? Are they going to force them to move on with something? Who's forcing the move? Let's pull another card for that, because there's a lot going on in America. Let's have a clarifier for that one, because is that just with the court case, or is that something else? Strength in reverse. A weakening. A loss of power. I feel like they're going to lose control of this case. They are going to lose control of this case. There's going to be a loss of power, and that, whether that be a change in administration or the Heritage Foundation coming up stronger, then yeah, they think they've got it in the bag at the minute, and they're trying to play it off as not as important. But there is a weakness there with the Strength card in reverse. That could indicate Meghan as well, but she doesn't factor too much in the visa unless it's a spousal visa, unless something happens between them. But this seems to be more like an inability to move on, an ability to get where they want to go. Because they've put there's a lot of major arcana in, and then boom, the Strength card is in reverse. It's a weakness, a lot of power, not being able to force it through. So this is either The Heritage Foundation getting the upper hand somehow, or a change in administration. I'm going to leave that at that because I know tensions are high at the minute. So that is what I see in the cards with how they are viewing it. Let me put these away. Let's see how Harry is viewing it, and then we'll move on to how sexy Harry is. Then we'll move on to some fun stuff. Oh dear. Let me put these away. Thank you, cards. Thank you, Earth Whispers cards. Very nice. Let's have a look at Harry. Let's mix them up a bit. Let's get this energy going. Harry, oh, you got the Lovers popping up there, but we'll put them back in because Harry's sexy. I know. Apparently the 25th sexiest ever person ever alive, according to Harper's Bazaar. Oh my lordy, 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 lordy. I mean, like, what? How does Harry feel about the Heritage Foundation? And we'll look into Harry's sexiness. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Oh, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, he's not a happy bunny. He thinks this is vastly undermining, vastly unfair. How dare you do this to him? How dare they do this to him? They're taking away something from him. They have crossed a line. It's like espionage. He's quite paranoid about it. He is quite paranoid about it. Let's see what's crossing over. There it is. The door has been closed. Something further is going on with the monarchy, guys. That door has been closing all year. He's a bit nervous. He's a bit nervous, is he? What's known about the situation? The Hierophant. Interesting that the Hierophant was the starting card for the Biden administration. So he feels quite protected now. He feels like he's got things on his side. He feels like he's like propped up a bit, you know. He feels, yeah, it's okay. He feels okay. He feels good about some things. And there's the Magician underneath. Oh, Harry, you can't do a bit of daft magic to he's trying to get some, I know this sounds odd, but it is what it is. Let's just go there. He's trying to get, I don't know if he's going to see some kind of magical practitioner, but he's trying to force the outcome for his way. Now, if you know anything about the occult, you'll know that if you're going to go against free will and stuff like that, that's technically black magic. So that's why he's trying to influence something. Because the door has closed. I feel this is like desperate. He feels like confidently on the outside. You've got the Hierophant there. There's this element of being protected. You know, this is this element of being, oh, look at me, I'm fine. But underneath, he's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And he's paranoid as well. Oh, thank you, Christine. Hello, darling. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're all right. You're behaving yourself out there. I think they're back on the old. The Seven of Coins. That Seven of Coins is in reverse. Ooh. The money and the security and things growing haven't come as quickly as they want to. One of the things that will be knocking on his visa and will be potentially could be brought up as well is the fact that he hasn't put any roots down and grown any real businesses. I know he's a mental health thing for Better Up. Is it Better Up? It's like kind of like a dollar store version of Better. Is it? Which one's the one? Better Help. There's one of them that's really well known, and the other one. This sounds like, yeah, but this isn't rooted. He hasn't got enough roots down. He hasn't developed stuff. He hasn't had stuff time to grow. Oh, got some narcissistic wounding. They've got the temperance in reverse. This is the same thing that was wrong when they've been trying to sort out his visa. They just can't get everything to come together. There's stuff in that visa that's a mess. It's messy. Things don't flow. It doesn't make sense somehow. Things are not all together somehow. Things are not fully transparent. Page of Coins is in reverse. We're going to get recollections may vary how many children there are and if they exist at all, but right, we are going to be getting something to do with the children in some type of defense and security defense. That's why his visa can't be shown. Even though there was only one Sprog when he landed in America, and now there's two allegedly, but there is going to be something about the children when it comes to why his visa can't be shown, and this is what he is telling and will be telling the people who are supporting him. But it's a mess. It's all, what's it called? Filibuster? Is that the word of the day? Filibuster? Fluff, you know what I mean? It's all fluff. The Five of Cups is in reverse, so he's quite regretful about something. Yeah, you shouldn't have done your visa high as a kite, mate, to be honest with you. And you shouldn't have tried to do all the creative writing. Oh, we got the Four of Swords in reverse. I don't like it when that happens. The Four of Swords in reverse can be a death, but it also can be stuff about hereditary stuff. So he might eventually go, do you know who my grandma was? Do you know who my grandma was? Do you know who my dad is? And my evil stepmom? Oh, do you know who my mom was? It's gonna go like that, you know? That's the Four of Swords in reverse, unless there is a death. I hope there's not a death. Let's have a look how Megsy's doing. There's death. There could be a death of somebody involved in the case. We'll have a quick look how Megsy's doing with this, and then we'll move on to what's he called? Yeah, look, you do the government, you do the Biden administration, and you don't get that many reversals. You do Harry, and it's just like I think everything's a reversal apart from the Hierophant. Oh my days. Look, no. Is there anything upright in this deck? There, you've got the Knight of Cups. And then you've got the King of Wands. See, just randomly picking them up. There is upright ones in there. So how does Megsy feel about the Heritage Foundation? Is she paying the Heritage Foundation to do this? I don't think so. I don't think they would vibe with Megatron. But yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. One tear out the left eye. I can cry if I hit myself in the face. The girl has no emotions. The girl. Woman. Justice in reverse. Oh, it's not fair. How do you do this to me? This is just not fair. She is. Now, Kamala is a Democrat, and I'm not blaming the Democrats. It's just the ones who've been in during this court case. That's all it is. It's just who was in the court case. Don't shoot me. Kamala is a Libra to the Justice card, so that's one aspect it could be. So maybe Megatron is trying to bend Kamala's ear about it, with the hope that Kamala, come November the 6th, will be president-elect. The Emperor in reverse, crossing over. They are going to be, she is going on about the patriarchy, the system. I am His Majesty, the King. It's people coming for them because she's a she. Something going on. Why are they blaming the king? Let's see what's going on. I think she's going around doing the whole victim thing, like she's whispering in people's ears, oh, do you know, I'm just such a victim because this happened to me, and then she'll go to somebody else and tell them a different story, just to, yeah. 5 of Pentacles is in reverse above. Okay. There's an energy here where it's just like, I can't be fully present with my toddler of a husband. He had to fill in the form by himself. And, you know, it's just like he's only used to crayons. So that 5 of Pentacles in reverse is a very kind of like, we want in energy. We want in, kind of. Feel a bit sorry for ourselves a lot. I think she's dripping some poison in Kamala's ear, but the card that would indicate Kamala is in reverse. So actually, I don't actually think Kamala is drinking that Kool-Aid. In fact, I think Kamala's like, they're in the middle of an election, you know what I mean? She's hardly going to be like, oh yeah, Megsy, yeah, beige is great, Harry's an idiot, the visa was filled in wrong, these people are bullying you, blah blah blah. She's not going to sit there and listen to it, is she? I mean, is she? She's there's a lot going on. There's the sun, so she was quite hopeful it was all done and dusted. Like, oh my God, it's finished, guys. The 8 of Pentacles. Now, there's an element here about work. I know, isn't it funny? If working was doom scrolling on the internet, Megsy would be a billionaire by now, but it's not. There's an element here with work. She is deciding that they need to show that they're more productive somehow by actually doing some work. So there's that. Oh, hello. She wants complete control at the minute. The devil's coming out for her a lot. I think this is the 3rd time in like 3 readings when we've done Megsy's card, the devil's come out. She wants complete control of everything. She thinks she can control Kamala. Kamala's not listening now. The 8 of Cups is in reverse there. The 8 of Cups in reverse, that there's an energy that she kind of just wants to walk away from it because she can't. She can't because she's not got where she wants to be yet. She's not seen as Diana Incarnate 2.0, patron saint of veterans, miracle giver to the needy and sick, amazing entrepreneur that sells beige Tupperware and dog biscuits and has a booming Instagram account. She wants to be, she hasn't made it to the, I'm really motherly and also such a hottie, I'm also such a dork, but also really clever energy. She's one of the boys, but one of the good, you know, she wants to be, she hasn't got there yet because that nobody can be all of those things. But you think you can if you're empty. The world is in reverse. What does she want? She wants it over. She wants it done with. She's just like, get rid of it, get rid of it. There's something in that visa application that's making Megsy's bottom clench, if you will. There's something in there she doesn't want coming out. And the 6 of Cups is in reverse. Misremembering childhood. What has Harry said about his family in that blooming visa? What has he said? He's gone to town in that visa, I'm telling you. What a douchebag. What a douche canoe. You know what this calls for, ladies? This calls for twitchy bum time. It is twitchy bum time. They are going to have twitchy bum time. They're going to be showing that they work a lot. You know, we're just amazing. We just work. Well, she's going to be. But Harry's going to be like, how do you spell work? Let's have a look at with the sassy cards, and then we'll move on to Harry's sexiness. And then we're going to move on and see how Megsy's reacting to all the journalists who are calling her worse than muck. Anyway, okay, let's have a look. Why is Meghan also a little bit paranoid about that visa? Ooh. There's mixed messages. There's things that can be disproven by searching the internet. Oh, they have tried to say something that's going to be disproven there. An obsessional. Something happened with the visa and COVID and the way things move really quickly. Something happened with his entry to the US. Something wasn't done properly. Okay, right, okay, I can see that. Something hasn't been done properly and moved properly. That landlord in reverse is the obsessionalness. Let's pull 3 more cards because this is quite exciting. Yeah, they took a chance. It's not going to pay off. There's something in there that's not going to pay off. That's chaos. Aha. There's something happened around the move. There's a bet, and it's just like I don't mean as a bet as in I mean as a bet that doesn't pay off. And they took a chance, but they've made a mess with it. And it's gonna cause some more problems for them. There's something in that visa, it's messy. And there's something about their entry coming in, they've really chanced it. And something, because they came in during the lockdown stuff, didn't they? So something's not straight. Something's wrong at the entry as well. Ooh. That visa is a mess. I'm telling you guys, that visa is an absolute nightmare. Fair play to anyone who's tried to fix it for them, because I think that would have been at like I don't know, it would have been like herding cats. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. All of it is an absolute mess. And that's that too many cats card. That's herding cats. Let me just have a little drink of my own. I'm on my own brew tonight. What you all saying in chat? I have been focused on the cards. Did you see things? Why are they trying to escape to Portugal? Well, Elaine, apparently it's they've bought a house that hasn't been built yet. And when people do that, a myriad of things can go wrong. Yeah. Portugal has ended its golden visa. Megsie got excited because she thought it was golden something else. But we'll move on from that. So we'll move to a wonderful, peaceful island. Delay about Archie, of course. Always. Iris. Until you said sexy Harry came out of Vimto. Vimto came out of your nose. Yeah, well, Harry is the 25th sexiest man in the world, according to Harper's Bazaar, which is incorrect because Johnny Thompson's not on there. It's also incorrect because Harry is not the 25th sexiest man in the world. Can you imagine it, though? He'll be like, I'm too sexy for my hair, too sexy for my hair. I'm just a spare. And I'm too sexy for the king, too sexy for the king. If my wife lets me shake my thing, I'm an ex-prince. I know what I mean, and I do made it up. The article's 7 years old, yeah, but it has been it has been rehashed. It's been rehashed, you see. Has Harry got his sexy back? No. Did he have it in the first place? It is, isn't it? His bum fluff on his head. They came from Canada before they entered the USA. I wonder how that works, Janine. Would it be different for a Canadian entering the US than it would be for, because he would be international, wouldn't he? Because he wouldn't like, he hasn't got a Canadian passport. He's got a UK passport, apparently. No, he's never been sexy. I mean, let's face it. Americans that have a DUI can be refused. Is that driving under the influence? Is it? This is what we're going to look at, Vicky. Why regurgitate? I would like to say regurgitate, not rehash. I'd like to say regurgitate because it feels like more of like a regurgitation than a thing of. I mean, it was a stretch anyway, wasn't it? Why now? Why us? Why do we have to suffer again so many years later? Yeah, he even beat Chris. That's him. That's the Thor guy. He even beat Chris Hemsworth. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at why is the Harper's Bazaar article turned up now. Again, regurgitated. Let's have a look. 10 of Swords. Ooh. Okay. There's been a betrayal here. I wasn't expecting the 10 of Swords to come out straight away, especially not in reverse. Someone's been stabbed in the front, they feel. So this is why this is at the root of this article. And you've got the star crossing over. Has Oprah got anything to do with Harper's Bazaar? Because Oprah's an Aquarius, and the star card relates to an Aquarius. Oprah, Ellen DeThingy, the Tower above. Ooh. And the World in reverse. This article is deflection from them looking at something. This article is a complete deflection from people looking at something, whether that be the stuff about the visa, whether there's something else going on in the background. This is just a kind of like a deflection, like showing a mirror, pointing them somewhere else. This is why it's turned up in Harper's Bazaar. There's something going on with the Markles right now that they don't want people to see. And that's the pressure above it. And we will find out about it. And there's something ended underneath. And there's a betrayal involved. Somebody, the Aquarian here, is trying to get them into the news cycle in a different way, because even the Daily Fail are covering that it was in Harper's Bazaar. I just saw it in Harper's Bazaar, but the Daily Fail are covering it now as well. Yeah, I wonder if it's the Diddy stuff. The King of Wands is in reverse, leaving the situation. I wonder if they've fallen out of WME properly now, because what's he called? Ari Emanuel, he is Sagittarius, he's a fire sign, and that would go with the King of Wands. I wonder if Oprah's trying to help them out of something because of the Diddy stuff. Will link her to it as well. Maybe Ari Emanuel is involved in that as well. Oh, this is absolute filibuster is the right word. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, we're going to get Meghan as the best dressed person. Yeah, this is just convenience, absolute convenience. You've got can't walk away from something, and they're stuck onto something. That 7 of Swords is in reverse. This is deflection. This is deflection and lies. This is throwing people off the scent of something. This is getting them out of the news cycle. This is trying to silence people like Jaguar Wright, so they like their story gets pushed further down Google and further down YouTube and further down Twitter and Facebook or wherever. It gets them out of the algorithm, doesn't it? Oh, you naughty people. 2 of Pentacles, change. That's what they're wanting to. They're trying to force change. They're trying to force change unnaturally against the rhythm of the life. Okay, and a fresh start coming up. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to launch something. They're trying to do a relaunch. Part 975 million. There's a relaunch coming. It's going to be a bigger relaunch than we've had previously, but there is a relaunch coming. The 9 of Pentacles, Megxie there is gonna be some puff pieces linking Megxie to, like, she's gonna be the most humanitarian, wonderful person in the world. Look at her, she's just got everything together. She's a real standalone, complete superstar. She's an absolute genius. She's an international humanitarian, entrepreneurial genius, funny, human, super sexy, most beautiful woman in the world, allegedly. That's what we're going to get next. And we are going to get a bigger relaunch. This is them just trying to, what they're doing with some of these puff pieces is trying to push bad stuff further down the news cycle. There was nothing to puff piece about. So I feel like this recycling the 2017 article is just to get people to stop looking into him, but to looking into the stuff. So the Diddy stuff doesn't come to the top of the algorithms. And then they're going to try and do a relaunch. Forget everything that happened. Everything's fine. Yeah, that's what it was. we could say it was a puff piece, but why? And it's all of this Diddy stuff going on, I reckon. And something with area manual. Oprah. So Oprah would be the link to Diddy there. Oprah would be the link to Diddy. The surfing did the house sexiest, except yeah, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to push the names down the algorithm. I think it's to get him out of the news. I really do think that this is to get him out of the news. And plus, when you have Harry and Sexy, the SE, even though it's got a Y on the end, it will link. Do you know what I mean? Harry. Oh, that's really bad, actually, isn't it? I never thought of that. See what the cards are good. What? They're nervous about this. They are really nervous about this Diddy stuff, man. They'll probably be bonding over this because it's putting them in a corner and they'll have to cover for each other now. And because she's been involved, she needs some help. Ooh. Ooh. Let me have a drink. Misery loves company, eh? Let me get rid of that. Don't want any Diddy hanging around. Don't like that gentleman. No, he's not our friend. Nobody puts Baldy in the corner. I wonder if the royal family. I can have a look into that, actually. I can have a look into that. I might do that for another reading because I'm trying to keep. I didn't mean to go to Diddy, but I will do that reading. I might do it right. I might do it in this live because it's a bit dark. I just want to have a nice hump day, you know, without thinking too much of Diddy, of Diddler. I don't want to bring the energy down, man. We're about to look into Megan, so that'll probably bring the energy down. Oh yeah, she's all over. She's all over the Diddler. The Diddy energy really toxic. I mean, look at what happened when I did that. We did the Diddy stream, and it was ill for 3 weeks. I'm a little bit apprehensive about doing Diddy. I'd have to put a lot of protection up and stuff. Yeah, I will. I will stay away, Josie. Where is Harry? Some kind of dimension between beige and stones, probably. Thank you, Sari, darling. Let us have a look. Let us have a look at Megsy's response to Tina Brown, because Tina Brown has turned around and went, actually, I think Megatron is just a bit of a loser. Everything she touches doesn't come off. Basically, Tina Brown, to paraphrase, this isn't a direct quote, but she basically said, everything Megsy touches, she gets completely wrong and it's a failure. And that's because she's self-hexing. Is Eugenie still friends with Has-Been? If Has-Been spent some money through Jack's company, then probably, because I always get the feeling Eugenie takes after Mammy and Daddy. You know, easy swayed by checks. Let's have a look how Megsy feels towards Tina Brown, who released that article. Okay, Page of Pentacles there, straight away. We're going to the Invisible Children. Or she thinks she's been paid some money. Oh, it's little money. I could have paid you more money. I could have given you some more money. Or I'll give you some more money and you'll come back to me. There's that energy there, but we'll see what's crossing over. Prince of Cups, Knight of Cups. I'm trying to keep my cool. Everything is like, nothing is ever their fault, is it? Somehow she thinks that a water sign person has paid this person some cash, and she thinks there's a load of deception going on with the moon there. She thinks that there is lies and things have been manipulated, and straight underneath we have got the Page of Pentacles and the Prince of Cups. She's going to try and buy Tina Brown back. She thinks Tina Brown's been bought. I don't think Tina Brown's been bought. She thinks she's been bought. She thinks there's a trickery here and a slimy energy and stuff. But she thinks she can wow her. She thinks she can basically love bomb her back and get her back with a little bit of cash. And she's going to try it. I wasn't expecting that. It's amazing what these cards come out. The Magician bringing things together. Wow, I've never had Megsy so... Oh, I was just going to say so many uprights. This Tina Brown somehow plays into her game. I was expecting her to be raging about this, but she's not. She's going to say it's cruel, there's something else going on, all this stuff, but she thinks she can actually buy Tina Brown. And she thinks she can plant stories with Tina Brown. That Grace card, the Three of Cups there, there's a little bit of a get-together, a little bit of a gossip, a little bit of a, oh, I win something. The Three of Pentacles, she thinks that people are knowingly trying to disrupt her image and disrupt her. And with the King of Cups there, Tina Brown will be her Andrew Morton, probably. What star sign is Tina Brown? Justice. I think you're right there, when she will eventually become back to Team Megan. Oh, listen, I just tell you what the cards say. I can't turn around and go, oh, look at her. Megan's really disappointed and raging with these cards. I mean, nobody can. Well, if they're honest. And I try and be, I mean, sometimes I won't say something if it's bad news, but because, you know, 9 times out of 10, nobody wants that. But this is like, for us, this is bad news, because it looks like Tina's going to further work with her. Not working now. Let's have a look what Tina Brown is. Scorpio is Tina Brown. Interesting. Very interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Tina Brown is eventually involved in some type of trying to take down of William. And there's a celebration here. There's 3 women. There's joy, there's happiness, there's a gossip, there's a little bit of a party. She's not overly happy with her, but she thinks she can buy Tina Brown back. That 4 of Pentacles, though, there's an element of a loss of control. Let's have a look and see what Tina Brown thinks of her. Let me get these cards out. What does Tina Brown think of her? What's the current relationship? She's a bit too holier than thou, a bit too much holier than thou, virtue signaling, and failed at it for Tina's taste at this minute, which is exactly what the article said. To be fair, that was what the article said. It is chaos. It is like herding cats. She can't get a good read of her. Her energy's too performative. She's going to need to see, if Megsy wants her to work with her right now, she's going to need to see some changes with Megsy and some changes with how she does things. But we have the LARPer here, we have the pretender. And that, to me, it's going to be like she's going to say, oh, Megsy's actually the real deal at some point in the future. I think these women will reconnect. God damn it. I wanted her to be raging. Now, let's have a look at Daniela Elser. I'm going to use some different cards for her. Who is Tina Brown? Tina Brown is a lady that used to be really Team Harkle. She wrote the Palace Papers book, and it was quite critical of William, and it wasn't the nicest. It was a bit pro Sussex, you know. And she's come out and she said a load of stuff about Megsy. Go scroll down the community page, and you'll see that there is some more stuff on it. There is some more stuff on it. I'm not going to be too long. I'm just going to do this read, and then we shall shoot. Is Tina Brown that hard up for cash? Someone could bribe her? Probably. Probably. It's amazing what people will do for money. It's absolutely amazing. All right, let's have a look at Daniela Elser. Let's have a look at Megsy's feelings towards her. 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. She doesn't want to work with her, doesn't want to learn with her. The 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. There's no roots down. She thinks that she hasn't had enough influence over Daniela Elser, and she thinks that Daniela Elser is corrupted and not growing for something. Oh, right. She believes that William is involved with these ladies switching sides. For some reason, Tina Brown, she thinks she can get back, but Daniela Elser, she's scared of her. She thinks Daniela Elser's well on William's side. The Chariot underneath is Cancerian. William is Sun sign Cancer. And of course, Her Majesty Queen Camilla is Sun sign Cancer as well. The High Priestess in reverse, Daniela Elser in Australia, knows some stuff that went on. She knows about them not working. She knows about like them not being grounded and rooted and not interested. She knows. She knows. Daniela is the journalist. The journalist who's just done a piece. She's blaming Harry for some of this. It's a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something happened, and there's a Knight of Swords in reverse. Something happened in Australia with Harry as well as her, but she's like putting it all onto Harry. Something happened in that Australia tour that they did back in 2018. There's the King of Cups around the same position. She's blaming William for all of these journalists turning on her. She's blaming William for all of these journalists turning on her. Always blaming William. Everything is William's fault. The Three of Wands, she's going to try and find somebody else she can work with around the Commonwealth with this lady. The Seven of Wands, she wants to go on a defense. This is totally different energy, completely different energy to the other person. And the Knight of Swords is in reverse. She's going to get her own back on this journalist come midwinter, our time, Northern Hemisphere time, midsummer, Australia time. She's going to try and get her own back on this woman for this article. She's concerned about secrets. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. She's very angry. She wants to act quickly. She wants to act fast. It's a destructive energy. The Three of Wands, she's got people on side. She's got people around her that work, not directly around her, but there's people around her in other countries that would help her out. That King of Cups there, she's blaming William again. That Seven of Wands, she's ready to go on the defensive. She's ready for it. And that Sun there, I would go with that, a timing prediction. I would go with 21st, 22nd of December this year. By then, she will have tried to get her own back on Daniela. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see what Daniela thinks of her. Let's see what secrets Daniela knows about her. Because Daniela covered the Australian tour. That's my bad Australian accent. Before I upset any of my friends in Australia. They know the secret. She's going to blame Harry for the incidents in Australia, you know. She will say it was him. Because she can't turn around and say it was baby brain, can she? Got moon bump brain. There was a loss of control. A loss of control. Some things were requested to be deleted off phones. Oof. There's something quite scandalous. And there's messages, a lot of messages, a lot of angry messages, a lot of angry two-way messages, firing up, angry. We've got the deleter card there. Things had to be deleted and there was a loss of control. Okay. There's something with these guys with stuff that is on electronics, you know. Everyone was played. Everyone was played. It was very artificial. And even though there was a lot of trouble there, everything was pushed away. Everything was denied. Everything was swept up and ignored. And it was just, brushed under the carpet. There's been some very angry, loss of control. Things have had to be deleted. I do think there was some evidence that has been deleted. There has been arguments online. Not online, I mean, there's been arguments in messages. So whether it be text message, WhatsApp, whatever it is, there's been a lot of arguments. There's something that they don't want people to find. Something they don't want people to find out. The game was being played and things were swept under the carpet. There's something about the traveling. Something happened on the plane. There was some strop on travel, some strop around a plane, some strop about the flight accommodation. They've done something while they've been. There's something about the money that was spent around the travel not being taken seriously. It was all a show. And there's that holier than thou then thing. She didn't want to be exposed. She didn't want to be exposed as less than. This is why everything's swept under the carpet. There has been some aggressive, I would say, angry messages. There's been controlled. A lot of stuff was swept under the carpet, but there's something about their travel arrangement and the money that was spent on the trip as well that they want to deflect from, as well as being controlling and abusive in text or electronic messages. Because it's going to be damaging to her holier than thou image. There's something about a plane. There's something about the travel arrangements, and she's booted off on one of the travel things. Ooh. There we go. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, those two women, one of them's got a way back in. The other one is going to feel the wrath of the Markle. If I was Daniela Elser, I wouldn't worry too much about it. What's she going to do? I mean, what is she going to do? So yeah, bullying on the plane. There's something going on the plane. There's something going on the plane, isn't there? Really, sorry. Maybe that's what the plane is. She sneezed and it dropped and it bounced. Oh, we should have. Badoing, badoing, badoing. Angry text, who to whom? Well, it would have been from either Harry and Megsy, and it would have been to somebody in the Australian staff, I believe, because it's about what happened in Australia. Because I don't think anyone on their own staff or in the royal staff would leak to the Australian press. That's just my theory. Yeah, something's happened on the plane. Hello, my Gigi. Hello, CR user. That's who I think the angry texts to were, Karen, to be honest with you. Bye, Stephanie. I am going to go because my voice is running out of thing. But thank you very much for being here, guys. Hello, Sydney. I'm just finishing, darling. I'm just going off to bed, but it's a good one. I will love yous all and leave yous. Enjoy what you're getting up to tomorrow. What we'll do in the rest of the week, let me think. There should be a recorded live. Ooh, let's have a look. There'll be a recorded live tomorrow night. Oh, before you go, leave some questions for me at the bottom, because I know Spirit Animal asked a question about how the royal family felt about the thing, the Diddy stuff and all of that stuff. So leave me some questions at the bottom, and I will try and do quite a few readings for you during the day tomorrow, and do some recorded content for you guys, because I know some people like recorded content. But yeah, I promise I won't sing I'm Too Sexy Again by Prince Harry ever again. So guys, lots of love to you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm off to finish my iron brew behave yourselves. And I have a good one, and recorded videos tomorrow, live streams probably Saturday and Sunday. Mwah. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye.